Hey everybody, welcome. This is a new Cubase series I want to do, which is going to be short videos where I just show you little tips and tricks and things that I use for productivity. So today I want to show you all a macro that what it does is it's a range select tool where you use range select, it'll select an area, and then you just push a key command and it'll loop that area, cut it on all the tracks all at once. So it's a simple little thing, but it just helps save several different key commands, and I hope you like it.
Okay, so here we are in Cubase, and I just started a new project, and I brought in a drum loop. So it's just a simple basic drum loop. And I duplicated it over 2 tracks to show you guys um, how this will work, how it works over several tracks and not just one. So you'll see how we have our loop tool right here. And just quickly, what this does is if I select range, the key command is the number 2. So select range right there. And then if I do my little macro, it'll do this. So basically what it did there, and we'll break it down, is let me back out of here. It selected this range here. It automatically moved the loop points there and then selected everything within the loop points and then cut time on that. So it brought it all in that one full beat. So let me just show you again. Bam. So see, it just cut the time there. So let me show you how to do that. It's a simple little thing. So you go to the key commands. For those of y'all that aren't that familiar with key commands, they're super powerful, great things. I'll bring it up here. So what you do is you go down to show macros, and we're going to build this from scratch, right? So this was the one, range select cuts time was what it was. Let's delete it. We're going to start over from scratch. So here's how you build this. You click new macro. We're going to call it range select cuts time. We move this a little bit so you can see it there. Okay, there we go. So we created a new macro, called it range select cuts time. You can just move away there. So there it is. Now we need to start adding our commands to this macro. So the first one is going to be what do we do? So the first thing we do is we do a range select ourselves to manually decide what area we want to cut. So we don't need to add that to the macro. That's something we do. The next thing we're going to do is we want to go to transport and then the set locators to the selection range. So we're going to move these locators. Okay, so to find that, you can use the search box or you can just scroll through to find it. I'll show you where it is. It's kind of weird because it's called something a little different up here in the main panel than it is in here. But it's in the section, what you're wanting is transport, and then locators, and then set locators to selection range. So you would think that you could just type in set locators in here and you'd find it, but it's called something different in here. So check it out. If you go to transport, it's called locators to selection here, but that's what it is. You can, I have a key command set to that. I can't remember if that is um, a stock key command or one. I just use it all the time. Anyway, so you go to locators to selection. You're going to add that command. So it's been added there. And then next you want to do select in loop. So I believe that is the actual words. So now we're going to find select in loop, and this is going to select all of the track, that area, that range area within the loop marker there. So select in loop, we're going to add that command. And then lastly, we're going to do the cut time, which is right here. So cut time, you're going to add that command. So that's it. It's a very simple macro. Transport locators to selection, then edit, select and loop, and then edit cut time. Now you want to assign a key command to this, right? Um, Something that I often accidentally do is I push here and then I go and I assign the key command, and inevitably I end up accidentally assigning it up here to, like in this case, I would assign a new key command also to cut time. But what I want to do is assign the key command to this range select. So in order to do that, you now have to scroll to the macro section up here. So you go to the macro section up here, and then you find it, range select cuts time, and that's where you assign the key command. I'm going to assign it to Option Command X, and there we go. You click that, it gets assigned, you hit OK. So now your new key command is there. So let's select an area, Option Command X, and there we go. That's what it did. Let me back out. So the cool thing about this is you can use this, for small little things. If you have a, like here's a little 16th note thing that I don't like, I can just bam, and then we've shifted over this whole thing. I hope you all find that useful, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.